In a major achievement for India's space program, the country's heavy lift rocket LVM-3 successfully launched 36 satellites for UK-based company OneWeb on Sunday. The 43.5-meter tall rocket carried the 5.8-ton payload into outer space from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Andhra Pradesh. The OneWeb satellites will be used for broadband communication, and this launch brings the total number of foreign satellites launched by India since 1999 to 422. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in a tweet on the 26th of March 2023, congratulated NSIL, IN-SPACe and ISRO on successful launch of LVM-3. He added, it reinforces India's leading role as a global commercial launch service provider in the true spirit of Atmanirbharta. This mission marked OneWeb's second satellite deployment from India, highlighting the strong partnership with NSIL and ISRO. NSIL has executed a dedicated commercial mission on demand-driven mode for placing 36 OneWeb satellites in low Earth orbit using LVM-3 launcher. New Space India Limited, NSIL, a wholly owned Government of India company under the administrative control of the Department of Space, is the commercial arm of Indian Space Research Organisation. The primary responsibility is to enable Indian industries to take up high-technology space-related activities. It is also responsible for promotion and commercial exploitation of the products and services emanating from the Indian space program. The space sector has been opened up for private participation subsequent to the space reforms announced by the Government of India in 2020. Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Centre, IN-SPACe, is the independent nodal agency under DOS to permit and oversee the activities of private entities in the country. The reforms have authorized the public sector company NSIL to act as the exclusive public sector aggregator for both demand and supply of space assets and services on a commercial basis. This includes imaging, communication transponders and launch services. As a demand aggregator, NSIL will acquire satellites, launch vehicles and other assets developed by ISRO or the private industry. In its role as a supply aggregator, NSIL will commercialize assets and services like transponder capacity, imaging services and launch capacity on ISRO-developed satellites and launch vehicles. Messrs. Skyroot Aerospace, India's space tech startup, successfully launched Vikram-S first maiden flight from Sriharikota on the 18th of November 2022. This mission, named Prarambh, is the first private rocket launch mission in the country authorized through IN-SPACe mechanism. The Department of Space, ISRO, has been providing launch services for customer satellites since 1999 on board ISRO's Polar Satellite Vehicle PSLV. In September 2016, PSLV C-37 has successfully injected 104 satellites into orbit, the highest number of satellites launched in a single mission so far. With ISRO operationalizing its Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle GSLV and LVM-3 and building Small Satellite Launch Vehicle SSLV as a launch-on-demand vehicle, NSIL is in a position to offer and expand its launch services. The launches will be accomplished from Satish Dhawan Space Center, India's spaceport, located at Sriharikota near Chennai. GSLV, employing a cryogenic stage, is intended to carry heavier satellites of the order of 2,200 kilograms into the Geosynchronous Transfer Orbits GTO. The heavy lift launcher LVM-3 has enhanced the GTO capability to over 4,000 kilograms. The small satellite launch vehicle is intended to carry a 500-kilogram satellite to 500 kilometers low Earth orbit. With the suite of launch vehicles developed and operationalized by ISRO, NSIL offers comprehensive launch solutions for both ride-sharing and dedicated missions with a wide variety of flight-proven payload separation systems and adapters developed in-house for all categories of satellites. The Indian space program primarily focuses on deriving socio-economic benefits from space technology and its applications for national development. Over the past 5 decades, having successfully completed more than 100 satellite missions, over 70 launch vehicle missions, mission to Moon and Mars, and having embarked on the human spaceflight mission Gaganyaan, India is in the league of elite spacefaring nations.